we're going to talk about the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers.
Dalvin Cook, insert penis here. Holy shitballs. I had the Packers, both did.
I thought,
this is going to be bomb central, mate, because the Vikings are terrible. And then Kirk Cousins is like, do you know what? I'm not going to throw the ball at all. I'm just going to give it to this lunatic over here, and he is going to torch you up. Seriously. It's almost like Derrick Henry was like, I had a half-decent day, but if you don't mind, I'm going to give up about 100 yards and give them to Dalvin this week so he can proper go off on one. Fucking crazy. 4 touchdowns from your running back. They just ran him into oblivion. They couldn't stop him running, and they knew what worked. And ultimately, if Kirk Cousins had done that from the get-go, we might actually be talking about something very different. I still think it's an anomaly. Packers are a weird one. They're falling into this sort of. Do you know what? If you're the Bears, you're thinking, thank you for that. That helped us out no end because they've been stumbling, stuttering a little bit lately, and this will help them out. And all of a sudden, again, divisional rivalry. I'll tell you what, this was the weekend, wasn't it? Divisional games. Everyone was going mad. Big divisional match. Steelers versus Ravens. Eagles versus Cowboys. So many of them. 49ers, Seahawks, loads that you can speak about. And this was probably the one that has kind of, that's woken that division up a bit. The Vikings are going to make the playoffs. But what they've done now is made it a little bit more competitive between the Bears and the Packers. So they're all of a sudden thinking, it's like if the Lions had won today, that would have thrown things into a crazy kind of deception. I still think it's an anomaly. But the thing I'll say about Rodgers, take away Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, who I believe was missing for this game. I don't think there's a great deal of weapons there around Rodgers. And historically, he's not had that many weapons. Randall Cobb for a bit. That was all right, wasn't it? That was nice. But he was never like an elite. I've never seen an elite weapon on Rodgers' team other than himself.
Right.
Even his running back, who everyone goes mad about. He's not Dalvin Cook. Not Derrick Henry. He's not Chocolate Eclair.
No.
So,
this stat came up to me on ESPN, and I was looking it up. This speaks to the Packers' defense's bad tackling. They made first contact with Dalvin Cook at or behind the line 12 times, yet he still gained 52 yards. That's 4.3 yards per rush. On those plays, with 61 yards coming after contact. So he finished with a career-high 94 of his 163 rushing yards after contact. That just screams defense needs to fucking wrap and pull.
What that is basically, for those of you who may not understand that stat, what that basically means is for 2/3 of all of his running offense, they tackled him before he picked up that offense and couldn't stop him. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. That's the first thing you're seeing in the tape room today, Packers players.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm like, what in fuck's name do you think you're playing at? Because you might have just cost me my job, you fucking bell end. State of your tackling, mate. Jesus, I've seen bigger tackle on a Chinese man. Fucking awful.
I've seen better tackle in a tackle box.
Honey, I've seen better tackle at a drag queen show. Terrible. What we got next?
What we got next?